Okay, everybody, it was good seeing you guys at today's Zoom meeting. I know some of you guys arrived late and we did not have perfect attendance. So I'm not going to do this for all Zoom meetings by any means because this would double the work, but we did review some very important content. Number one is try to get yourself in a routine. I know every family is different, so every child's going to have, and this goes for your parents. Have your parents watch this video also. Every family is different, every family situation is different, but it's important to try to get yourself in a routine so you're not waking up and just saying, what am I going to do today? So once you're in a routine, you become more productive, you feel better about yourself. Just like you're in a routine when you're in the classroom. You know, you get up, you eat breakfast, then we have our routine during the day, you come home, so try to get yourself in a routine and make sure that you are taking frequent breaks when you're online. You should never be online for, working on academics for any longer than 3 hours any given day, 2 to 3 hours max. Okay, so we talked about a routine. The second thing we talked about is the resources that you, or for the parents watching out there, your child has. The resources that they have are what they're going to find online in Pearson. That's their online resource for math. I deliver assignments there. Those assignments are not graded. Those are just resources. Some of those assignments will be interactive lessons. Some of those assignments will be actually some cartoon videos that's talking about that particular topic. And some of those assignments are what they see in their math book or their online math book. That's where they could practice. Other resources I provide are lessons made by me. Those are posted in a math class, and there's also a YouTube channel where they're all together. And then, so for each lesson, you to the students, or your child for your parents, has 3 to 4 videos, and that's before they look at the examples in their math book. And they don't need to watch all the videos. If they understand the concept, then they can go ahead and take the quizzes, what we'll get to next. Now, in order to get to your science resources, you go into Ed, your friend in learning. That's in Clever. That's an icon in there that they press. And it'll have the assignments. And there they have interactive lessons as well. Interactive digital lessons, interactive digital science experiments is what they did this past Tuesday. It's awesome. These are great resources. Now, but I don't need anything turned in. You don't need to take pictures for the practice. I don't need to see you submit anything. These are resources. Now, how will I know if you or your child, for the parents, are actually conducting the lessons and are actually going in there and using what's available to them? Well, I've assigned a quiz on Edsby for every math lesson. I've assigned a quiz on Edsby for every video lesson. And it's a simple 5-question quiz. Hey, students, you guys are used to me calling them exit tickets. These are a little bit more than exit tickets, but certainly not like a test. It just shows me that, hey, if you went in there and you looked at all the resources, then you probably should be getting a 4 out of 5 or a higher 5 out of 5, because you have those resources available to you even when you're taking the quiz. So if you're getting 0s and 1s, that shows me that you did not look at the resources, or maybe you glanced through them and you didn't, show you or provide your best effort or show your best effort into really learning. This is our new learning platform. So there are a number of different resources out there for you guys to view before you take those quizzes for every lesson. And the quizzes, what they are telling me is whether you actually use your resources or you just click the buttons. Because I'm seeing it all across the board. I'm seeing 5 out of 5s from the same student over and over again, and I'm seeing 0s and 1s from the same student over again. So as a teacher, I know who's actually doing their work and who is not. Do I expect a perfect score all the time? Absolutely not. But I do look for trends, and Oh, we talked about grading as well. A lot of you guys are looking at your grades and you're like, oh my word, this is not good. Well, in some cases, you're right. If you're scoring low and you're not submitting assignments on time, or you're not submitting them at all, and you're taking a quiz every here and there or test here and there, yes, that does count towards your grade. Now, if you are attending Zoom meetings, if you are on top of your work, you're using your resources, you're submitting your assignments on time, then, and you're asking me questions when you don't have, when you actually have a question about some academic content. That's being proactive. It's showing that you care about your work. Attending a Zoom meeting counts towards your grade. Submitting a lesson counts towards a grade or towards your grade. I don't average like what Edsby's doing. I don't take your average at the end of the 9 weeks and say, this is your grade. There's a lot of people that are not participating as much as I would like to see, and I will take that into consideration when delivering your grade. So make sure that you are staying on top of your academics, but please realize I'm not going to take your average like that Edsby has, and that's going to be your grade. So attend your Zoom meetings, submit your assignments on time, be proactive, take advantage of the resources that's provided, and you'll get a good grade. Now, the difference between quizzes and tests, okay? The quizzes are based on one lesson. The tests, obviously, are based on that chapter. So you guys have taken a science test last week, and then this week you just took a math test. And that's based on all the lessons in that chapter. Now, very, very important if you want to be successful. You should have your math book, before you even answer your first question, right next to you. You should have your scrap paper right next to you, your math notebook right next to you. Just like in class, when I give everybody 2 pieces of scrap paper before I give you your test, and then say, okay, go ahead and take your test. And I expect you to show your work when you're taking your test. It is no different when you're taking a test or a quiz online. Have your resources right there available. If you have your math book, then use your math book. If you see a question on kilometers, you should say, oh, that was that one lesson with the metric units of length. Go back in there to metric units of length. Take a look at what it says about kilometers. Refresh everything in your mind about kilometers, and then answer the question. Or then show your work and answer the question. That is how you're going to be successful. Simply going in there and trying to remember the lessons that I gave a week ago, it's not going to work. So now, can you imagine if I handed out a test, I gave you 2 pieces of scrap paper, and I said, okay, open your notebooks up, open your math notebooks, open your math book up, and test away. I've never done that in the class. But I'm telling you guys, that's what you need to do online. In order to be successful, have your resources available, have your scrap paper available, show your work, and you will be successful. Now, if you don't have your books with you, that is fine too. Just open a new window. If you're taking a math test, look at the lessons that I provided in Pearson. If you're taking a science test, look at the lessons I provided in Ed, your friend in learning. Look at the videos. If you didn't understand one concept, look at the videos that I put out there. I put out a video for every math lesson, and there are digital lessons that are interactive digital lessons for every science lesson. Have those available if you don't have your math and science book with you. 80% of you have your math and science book. Use them. Okay, I want you to be successful. So what I just covered right now is setting up a routine. What a resource is, it's for you. I don't need to see it. If you're taking notes, you don't need to send me pictures of your notes. I will know if you use your resources by the lesson quizzes. Okay, and then with your lesson quizzes and your science and your tests especially, make sure you are using your resources before you answer each question. Look up the answer. Look up the example. If you need to watch part of my videos or part of the Khan Academy videos or part of another video that I supplied you, do so. You want to be successful? That's how you be successful. I hope I cleared up any confusion. There was no confusion. This is not the first time that you or your child should have heard this, because I've covered it in Zoom meetings before. But I thought I would put out a video for the students and for the parents to take a look at on how your child can be successful, or how you can be successful with this online learning. And many of you guys are doing great. Many of you guys are doing awesome. And if you're not getting the scores that you want now, I look at trends. From here on up, if you're rising like a rocket ship, if you're getting better and better, then I take that into consideration as well at the end of the 9 weeks. All right, you guys, keep up the good work, and message me if you have any questions. Bye.